Hello, fellow Star Wars fans. My name is Starrapter. I'm so happy you could join me for another week where I break down the latest in Star Wars comics. We have one from Dark Horse, one issue from Marvel. We're going to get started, but first, let's go ahead and hit that bell icon, hit that subscribe button so be notified when future videos go live. It would really do a lot to help me here on the channel. So diving in, we have the High Republic Adventures issue number 3. This is written by Daniel Jose Older with Harvey Talabau on art, as well as Nick Brokenshire on art. So pretty big creative team on this one. Of course, this is phase 3 of the High Republic, and we are from the perspective mainly of Lula Talasola, who has lost her memory after the fall of Starlight Beacon about a year ago. She has been a marauder and was revealed by Zine Morala to actually have some kind of love interest because she had that memory, that intangible feeling. So we get a little bit more of the backstory. We get to see this great, 2 or 3 page story without any dialogue of her recounting the events to Zine Morala about how she was protecting these Palans from these marauders, and they basically hailed her as a leader after doing that. So it's a really great way of telling a story, especially the effectiveness of telling a story with Nick Brokenshire's artwork without having any dialogue. It looks really beautiful with just the very simple colors there. And then we get into the base stuff with Iriadu. It's the Republic Defense Coalition, like a little auxiliary base, and there's the musicians. Zine Morala has been singing every night. We also have a lot of cameos from other DJO written work, right? From Midnight Horizon, we have Crash. We also have the character of Sphino, who's a very prolific Corellian singer. And then from Trail of Shadows, which is another one of DJO's miniseries from Marvel, we have Shen, who is a great piano player and was also an investigator. So really great stuff there with all these connections. And then we get to have that reunion between Master and Apprentice, and it's pretty kind of melancholy because it's pretty sad that Lula Talasola wouldn't even remember her own master. That's how bad her memory has gotten just completely erased essentially from this fall of Starlight Beacon. So he is telling her this great message, insightful message of, hey, sometimes your body can remember more than your mind. And that's why they start fighting with lightsabers, training, right? They're sparring, and it's a really nice way of getting into that. And then towards the end of this issue, we have this new character, this new droid. Their name is B333, I believe. And this droid is kind of a courier droid for this black market that's dealing with the Nile behind the storm shield. So using that, the Republic is trying to get a targeting beacon on this Nile ship that apparently it's headed by Niv Drendau, who is from the Escape from Valo, middle grade novel, also written by DJO with help from Alyssa Wong that wrote on that book as well. So we're getting a lot of different things here, connectivity, of course, with the High Republic, and we leave off with this droid on this prison ship, and this droid finds Farzala is indeed alive and is trying to start an operation to get this thing liberated from the Nile, and that's where we end the story. But yeah, this is great story. I still would like to have a little bit more forward momentum, get these characters together a little sooner that are on these different areas of the galaxy. At least we know Court and Farzala are alive, Zine Morala is alive, Lula Talasola alive, so that whole core group is alive. Now, I can't wait for them to get together and start having some adventures in the Occlusion Zone. Getting into the next one here, we have Darth Vader. This is issue number 43, The Root of Treason, written by Greg Pak with artwork by Adam Gotham. So in this, we have the perspective of this General Tauntaza, who has been shepherded in with these other Imperial officials that have broken the law. And they get to have this conversation with Administrator Sly Moore. And Sly Moore, very sly character, because she is maneuvering these characters, these officials, to join her Imperial or her Schism Imperial. So she ends up making an example of the one official who does not want to do this. He gets electrocuted. The rest of the 3, that is Corlacu. You also have this other random officer named Fabarian, and of course Tauntaza. They all have gripes with the Emperor, and then they become sleeper cells until they are called on by Sly Moore, and that's what happens with General Tauntaza is working. This power suit armor looks like a space marine is called on by the Markhor and Vader, and then that's pretty neat because they used to be enemies. So now Vader has to kind of work with this person because they were in that whole situation with Sabe, that whole weather thing, and that actually comes back because Then we get to see the rebels have now liberated the Doctor and Wald and Kitster from that operation, and the rebels were going to be using that weather tech until Vader finds out, gets in there, destroys them, and then we have Tauntaza also there as well, and that's when Kitster is a little bit kind of confused about, hey, why are you working for her? You liberated her from, you liberated us from her essentially with that arc, and so it's really interesting to see that there. And Vader says something about order, and order is power, and he has these crystals in his hand. He's activating this world-destroying weapon and is going to take it back to, I guess, Sly Moore to help try to take down the Emperor, I guess. So a lot of stuff happens, a very intellectual issue. This issue reminded me a lot of Rogue One or Andor with the rebels, kind of doing anything they can to get one above the Empire. And also there's even a nod to Andor where this character, Fabarian, is working a desk job, deleting different things from people's records by the Imperials. So it's very funny stuff there. I'm a big fan of one of the Markor being a Gagorian, so I love those guys. They're very cool, big, fluffy aliens that kind of look like Wampas. But yeah, really good stuff here, other than the artwork for Vader I did not really like. It's too stylized for my liking. Yeah, maybe you guys like it. It just didn't resonate with me, but that was what came out this week. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about this week's releases, and do hit that thumbs up button so you'll know. So I know that you like this video, and so other people can gravitate toward this video as well, and this content that I do every week on Star Wars comics. I also have a longer form discussion with my pal Matthew Neugebauer over on the Star Wars Underworld YouTube channel with our weekly Tractor Beam show every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. So go over there, subscribe to their channel after you're done subscribing to my channel, and you get to see me talk in more detail about these here comics. So that's going to do it for me, Starrapter. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you always.
Thanks for checking out the video. Please hit that thumbs up symbol. It helps me know that I'm making content that you guys enjoy. And if you enjoyed this video, I also include 2 videos down below you guys should check out. And please consider subscribing to this channel. It helps support me, and it notifies you guys of when I get new videos up on the channel. You can also contact me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Starrapter.